Hey guys, I'm Syzygy, and I'm here to offer some advice for creating art goals in 2022. This past year was a bit dry for me in terms of art improvement, especially in the back half, and I want to change that this year. So I decided to make a video about New Year's resolutions. Oh dear. My New Year's resolutions have failed so many times. I might as well call them things that I will definitely not do this year. I might have better luck if I made my resolutions things that I really don't want to happen. But I have been carefully observing my many failures to try and figure out what I'm doing wrong. Were New Year's resolutions simply invented to be broken? Are they some kind of scheme from corporate America, or whatever country, trying to make us feel bad about ourselves so that we'll buy more of their products? Have the ice cream companies trapped us again? Or can New Year's resolutions actually be kept? We will have to see. Allow me to present my findings. Tip number 1. Don't try to fix everything at once. I'm a perfectionist and I hate when things are not up to my standards. When I have the motivation to improve, I can't stand to look at any of my imperfections for another second. So I try to fix everything at once. Today I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m., make my bed, shower, floss, do makeup, eat a healthy breakfast, get all my work done in 3 hours with no procrastination whatsoever, then I'll work out, eat a good lunch, make a painting, write a short story, go to bed at 9 p.m. and that will be my day. Yeah, no. Focus on one thing, maybe two. If you really feel the need to improve a bunch of things at once, then I suggest making mini resolutions rather than multiple year-long ones. Focus on anatomy for a month, then focus on painting skills, then focus on perspective. Just not all at once. Tip number 2, be specific. If your goal is vague, then it'll be harder to plan for. For example, if you make the goal, get better at drawing for the whole year, then when are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? Getting better at drawing is more of a desire than a goal. Goals require action. It is easiest to choose one thing to work on and to choose something very specific. For example, go from drawing in general to anatomy. Choose a method of practicing anatomy, like doing studies. You could even take it a step further. What are you going to do studies of? What specific areas of anatomy do you want to improve on? These can change throughout the year, but it is most helpful to focus on one small thing at a time. Tip number 3. Pick a time. This tip is similar to the last one in that it involves specificity, but it's about timing rather than about action. When are you going to act? What are you going to do at that time? Choose your timing wisely. Practicing daily is a great art habit, but it can be a huge commitment and a very difficult goal to keep. If you want to work up to practicing daily, then it would be a good idea to start slow. Begin with regular weekly practice, or even regular monthly practice if you're as busy as I am. Go from monthly to every 2 weeks, then to every week, then to a few days out of the week, and if you can get that to work with your schedule, then go daily. My current goal is a monthly art goal. I want to try to do a study per month. It's not a lot, but it's more than I was doing previously. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get myself to do studies more frequently than that. I also picked a specific day out of the month, so that I don't procrastinate with my goal. I picked the 15th, which is around halfway through the month. If that day doesn't work, then I'll do the day before or the day after. Tip number 4. Make it flexible. What if your current plan doesn't work out for some reason? Make a backup. That way, you can still work on your New Year's resolution without breaking it. For example, I have backup days planned out in case I don't have time to do a study on the day that I planned. I can also create backup days for the backup days if I need to. The important thing is to have a concrete plan. I consider it a success if I stick to something, even if that something isn't what I originally planned to do. Go easy on yourself. If something isn't working, try to figure out why it's not working and adjust your goals to fit those conditions. Overall, it's not about quantity or even about quality. It's about strengthening yourself, learning, and building healthy habits. That's all I have for now. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. The art piece in this video is the banner image for my channel, which I whipped up in about 25 minutes. I used a free art program called Fire Alpaca. I had another speed paint for this video, but OBS only recorded part of my screen for the entire time, and I couldn't redo the drawing. It is what it is. Thank Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to taking this art journey with you. Bye!